right out in front. And a quick shot just hammered wide by Brooks Bryant. Bryant with a good chance there, part of that freshman class that Coach John Harrington was talking to us about. He's got 5 freshmen on this team that really have made an impact for him early in this season.
And one of them's a goaltender, Abigail Levy. She's just been sensational for this Maverick team. Huge part of their success. .937 save percentage as a freshman. The biggest thing he said is she's just so patient in the net, and her angles are so good. And they're going to have to be that or better today if they want to get a win against the Huskies.
Off the draw, Mavericks control. They'll put it to the corner. Budarak throws it towards the front of the net. That's intercepted, and now Patrikas comes back the other way for St. Cloud. Patrikas having a great senior year, according to head coach Eric Rude. Said it's the best she's played in her 4-year career. He said she really came in ready to play this year, thinking that, you know, that clock's ticking. You got one last chance to really have fun your senior year, and she's really stepped up her game so far this year, Julie.
And that's why she has a letter on her jersey as well. I've gotten a chance to meet her too, and she's just a good kid and wants to do whatever she can to help her team win. And like you said, Eric Rude said she's been just a great player in her senior year, and that's why she's on that top line.
She's up a lot of shots like the Mavericks do.
Right, and that's just a testament to her coming in as a freshman and performing as well as she has. And Steve McDonald, one of the coaches of the Huskies, had said, you know, she's so calm in the net. She doesn't challenge a lot, which she can kind of get away with her size, but she's just so patient and kind of just lets the puck come to her.
Yeah, stands 6'1" in between the pipes, so she covers a lot of real estate. Now Kluge lets the shot go, and the save as made and held. And of course, the head coach of the Huskies, Eric Rude, really trying to build something here, really trying to get this program to a place where it hasn't been, where it can vie for WCHA championships. And it's so hard because you have to show kids something in order to get them to commit here.
Right, and showing right now those top 2 lines for the Huskies, he said they've created so much offense for this team this year, and it's a testament to his coaching along with Janelle Sergey and Steve McDonald. I had a chance to play for them my senior year, and they're just all great people, and they're all great coaches. So, I mean, it's not very hard when you see those 3 behind the bench having kids that want to commit here.
Yeah, he's in his 5th year here now, and back in his playing days, he was a 2-time WCHA Defensive Player of the Year at Colorado College. So he certainly knows how to play in his own zone, and that's been the strong point for the Huskies this year, is the goaltending and the defensive play for St. Cloud State. And of course, he was also an assistant under Bob Motzko back in the day from 2005 through 2010. Now Patrikas tried to play it in deep, but that's intercepted. And back the other way, Truax drops it off, quick shot, Pelusi the save, rebound loose in front.
Wisconsin Minnesota game, hopefully for her, where she sees 45 or 50. But in those cases, it might, oh, there's a goal.
Sensational effort by Kluge on the far side. Wraps it in, and the Huskies get the early lead here on the Mavericks, 1-0. And it looks like it'll be Laura Kluge getting the goal to give the Huskies a 1-0 lead.
And that's a big goal for the Huskies. Always started by Kayla Friesen. I feel like every year that we do this, plays are always started by Kayla Friesen. Great pass and just throwing the puck to the net.
Opportunity.
And right now you're seeing the Mankato defenseman being kind of passive, especially in the offensive zone, allowing the Huskies, when they do get the puck, to be able to break out pretty cleanly. And the Huskies are getting a lot of chances into the offensive zone because of that.
Now the Mavericks come in. McLaughlin to the corner. Tried to feed it back to the point. Huskies, though, steal, and here comes Kluge once again. She's already got one, looking for another one. Big save, rebound, pushed in behind. Good rush there by St. Cloud State. Kolstad now coming back the other way. Pulls over the player in front of her. That was Kluge. Kluge has it underneath her. Puck finally is fished out and comes out, Friesen after it. Couldn't come up with it. Boyd to Kolstad, back to Boyd. It comes out to center, and now back the other way. Kaderka busting in, trying to feed it across. Now she puts it in front and just out of the reach of Patrikas. And the Mavericks come back the other way. Kolstad through center, gives a shot, and Geyer got back to get a stick on that drive from Bryant. Now Bryant picks it up in behind. Check there. Huskies trying to clear it out. Herzog plays it around to the near side. Along the wall, centering pass. Out of the reach of Bryant. She tracks it down, brings it to the blue line. Long shot. Well wide of the cage by Cedarburg. And Boyd now puts it in behind. Herzog plays it up the wall. Kluge runs into traffic and falls. Mavericks keep it in the zone. Kolstad puts it in front. Quick shot blocked. Never got to Peluzny. Good pressure here by the top line of the Mavericks. Centering pass in front. Turnover and a great chance for Boyd, and she's denied by Peluzny. Geyer didn't know that Boyd was right behind her. And Cato still with the pressure on. And finally the Huskies will skate it out of danger.
And the Huskies right now need to do a little better job in their defensive zone of kind of being aware where those Mankato forwards are without the puck. I mean, you always watch the person with the puck, but the other people are just as dangerous, and Peluzny's been staying.
Rikas fencing for control along the far side in front of the benches. Kluge, the goal scorer. She's tied up from behind. And finally they separate, and out come the Mavericks. Across the line, Bryant with it. Goes wide, tried to throw it in front. It hit a skate. And now St. Cloud comes back 3-on-2 if they hurry. Patrikas feeds it across. Centering pass blocked. Follow-up shot is also blocked. And that's been a staple of this Mavericks team this year. Blocking shots. They lead the WCHA in shot blocks and the NCAA. It's a ridiculous amount. We'll talk more about that during the second period, but that's really a commitment to the team when you go down and block a shot.
Well, it's a huge momentum change, and especially it brings a lot of energy to the team when you see your teammate lay down and block a shot. It's a testament of her sophomore age, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, especially when you have all those accolades, and like you said, you're a big part of USA hockey. Sometimes you can kind of get caught up in that a little bit, and maybe that was part of her struggles early on. And she certainly wasn't horrible the first half of the year. She just wasn't putting up the sparkling numbers that we saw during her first campaign here.
Well, and there's not a lot of goaltenders in this league that split pretty much every weekend. Look,
Right.
Abigail Levy has played in every single minute of the season for the Mavericks, so it's kind of easier to get into a groove when you're playing back-to-back nights. So credit the Huskies and how well their goaltenders have done. Janine Alder, who's not playing tonight, has the top save percentage in the league, and Peluzny's not very far behind. So credit the tandem between Alder and Peluzny, and we see why they do split so often is because they both are solid and they always give their team a chance to win.
Yeah, that's a great point. Splitting makes it so much tougher, because if you have a night where you may not have felt right, you want to get right back in there, and in this situation you're not afforded that luxury very often. Now back to get it. Mavericks trying to work it up the far side. Heinze gets it ahead across the line. Fleming puts it in front, and a good batch up there by Kadurka broke that up as the pass was time for the Mavericks. After last time it was probably 6 or 7 shots they had on Peluzny.
It's a lot of side-to-side action. You kind of saw Peluzny shrug her shoulders there. I think she was just kind of a relief that the puck was out of her zone. She had to move a lot of backdoor saves. Even though it didn't necessarily get on net, it was just the fact that she has to be there ready for that shot.
Now Fleming puts it in front. That's broken up. Huskies, though, can't clear. Peluzny makes the easy save on that backhand attempt. Mavericks really coming out with some jump here. They've dominated this first half of period 2. Now Patrikas trying to feed it ahead. That's blocked, and the Mavericks attacking again. Heinze gets it across the line. Patrikas caught from behind. Pointer double teamed in the corner. In there to help out. Budarak. Finally Patrikas kicks it ahead. But the Mavericks really got to jump in their step here to start this second period. Patrikas tries to put it off the glass, gets it ahead to Kluge. Got it just over the line, but right back in now. Offside are the Mavericks. As you mentioned, the backup today ranks first in saves percentage in the WCHA at .939. She's faced 543 shots in 14 games. So St. Cloud State gives up a lot of opportunities to their opponents, but they count on their goaltenders to keep them in these games.
Well, and I don't think that's a bad thing for St. Cloud, too, because it gives them the ability to obviously take more chances when you do have two good goaltenders like Alder and Palusny. So for them, it's just the biggest thing of like being able to take those chances in the offensive zone that, you know, if you do give up an odd man rush or, you know, chances on the power play, that you know that one of those two is going to be there to help you out.
Now Herzog plays it deep into the Maverick zone. First time St. Cloud's been down there this period. Turnover in front. Puck deflects to the near side. Antony plays it up the wall. Fleming trying to feed it ahead, but Friesen comes back, takes it away, drops it into her own zone to Bates. She'll get it to Petrikas, and she'll roll it in from center. 7:30.
Fans and good competition.
Yeah, I think it'll be good because every year you know who'll be in it. It'll kind of become a, you know, part of your hockey destination, so to speak. Every year you'll want to pencil that weekend in, swing by and watch some of your favorite teams. Huskies now play it into the far side. Kluge couldn't come up with it in behind. Mavericks come away with it. Kilduff plays it out to center. Bryant trying to break through, but she has the puck knocked away from her, and the Huskies pick it up there. Kluge now plays it ahead, gives chase. First one to it, though, was Jordan Jackson. She drops it off, and Kulichin gets it ahead, and she'll slide it in and then head off on a line change. 4:33 to go here in the second period. The only goal of the game coming back in the first period at 8:53. Laura Kluge, her third of the season.
To the net, but Truex has been looking to shoot all day. She's on that back door on the power play. She had some opportunities, but this one not really a clean shot through, but gets to the net. Rebecca Kolstad finishes it, and now we have a tie game.
Mavericks deserved a goal from all the good chances they've had earlier. Like you said, it wasn't the prettiest, but they've had some others that they thought should have gone. And Palusny had made the save, but finally they do break through and tie this game at 1 as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Mavericks tip it back down into the Husky zone. So now St. Cloud State has to find that offense they showed in the first period, because so far in this period, only 3 shots on goal by St. Cloud State, while the Mavericks have 15. Good forecheck pressure there. St. Cloud's Kluge trying to work it free. But McLaughlin starts back. This top line gets a lot of ice for John Harrington. Boyd, McLaughlin, and Kolstad, and they come up with the equalizer. Meanwhile, Newland back in for St. Cloud, trying to pick her way through. Boyd, though, ties her up from behind. And then the puck pops over the glass.
Almost 91% on the year, good enough for second in the nation. They love to block shots, so it's a perfect time here to do it.
Here's a quick shot, goes off the side of the net. Then Petrikas gets knocked down, but she gets right back up, assumes her position in the slot. Friesen with it, back near the blue line, dishes it off to Kluge. She'll throw it into the slot area, intercepted, and sent all the way down. And as you mentioned, the Mavericks sensational at blocking shots this year, as they lead both the WCHA and the NCAA. They have blocked 438 shots this year, with Anna Wilgren leading the team with 77 blocks. And now here's a shorthanded opportunity. Trying to chase it down as Boyd should come in, take the shot. And Palusny held that far side and made the save look rather routine. Boyd, though, gets the rebound, drops it back into her own zone as the Mavericks burn valuable time. 56 seconds left on the power play, 42 left in the period.
That's just a fantastic kill and an individual effort by Corbin Boyd there. Gets a stick in her defensive zone to get the puck out, follows it up, gets a shot on net, follows her rebound, throws it back to the defenseman to kill more time. Perfect. And the biggest thing is the transition game. The defense we're starting to move the puck a little quicker, getting the puck up to the forwards so that they could go to work in the offensive zone. The first 15 minutes of the period, they kind of sat back. They kind of let Mankato control that period. So the Huskies, they need to jump on Mankato early and get more shots on Levy. She hasn't had to make a ton of great saves like Palusny has, but if they want to get the second goal of the game here today, they need to get more pucks on the net and get in front.
Now Petrikas plays it to the line. Hinsey, though, picks it up, gets it over McLaughlin drives it in. This top line has really logged a lot of ice time today. They don't give us the numbers of ice time, but it's got to be close to 15 minutes, I would bet, through just those first two periods. Now Patrikas trying to keep it in the zone. She does so momentarily, but now back the other way. Here's McLaughlin by herself, 1-on-5. Trying to backhand her, that's blocked. McLaughlin picks up her own rebound. Brings it back to the blue line. Fed across to the far side. Jackson, long shot, knocked down in front. And the Huskies come away with it. Kayla Friesen back the other way. Feeds it over on the far wing. Kaderka got in, but then she's stripped of the puck. And back the other way, Poignard brings it in deep. Oakers drops it off on the near side. Kilduff walking in. Banks it off the back of the net, trying to get it over to Budarak, but it's stolen away.
Rebound, bangs it home for her 9th goal of the season. That's a big goal for the Huskies, and John Harrington had talked about the net front presence, especially in the defensive zone. Didn't do a great job there of controlling Tilke, and now they cost them. They're up 2-1.
Yeah, and that's huge for St. Cloud because they were on the ropes here in this one. And now to get a response like that was pretty impressive by Julie Tilke to have the nose for the net. Now Patrikas, the captain, back in across the line. Runs out of real estate along the near side, and the Mavericks will push it out to center. Gartner trying to send it in deep. That was blocked. Oakers, though, carries on. Hansen plays it around to the far side. Herzog gets it ahead. Patrikas picks it up there, and she'll drop.
That's why Cedarburg is in the box for the Mavericks. Just continue to move your feet and good things happen. If you don't, that's when you're going to end up in the box. So we get another look at this Husky power play to see if they can extend the lead to 2.
Kluge feeds it down low. Huskies on the power play this year, 8 goals on 58 chances, 13.8 success ratio. That's the 26th best in the country. Quick shot right on. And Levy comes up with a good save there, catching it up high on the chest and grabbing it with the glove.
Little spin move behind the back pass by Hannah Patrikas there. They kind of set up the same way that Mankato does, looking for that backdoor pass from behind the net, but credit Levy going across right to left to make that backdoor save.
Now a turnover, and Mavericks come back the other way, and then McLaughlin elects to burn some time, tried to shoot it in deep, but Kluge knocked it down. Now Friesen across the line, brings it back near the blue line. A dangerous pass as Fleming almost was gone the other way. Now Fleming picking up speed, coming through center. Short-handed across the blue line, and then she'll elect to burn some more time, rag the puck back to center, and then drop it off to Wilgren. She feeds it ahead. Fleming's shot deflects wide. Good shift there by Brittany Fleming, the sophomore out of Oregon, Wisconsin. Now the Huskies bring it in across the line. Tilke.
Big save by Levy. Remember that one. She's still holding this team in it down by 1, and she has to be big in this next minute on the kill as well.
Huskies still on the power play, 8 minutes to go. Mavericks gain control and send it all the way down. A collision there as Paluzny tried to clear it ahead, and she was run into by her own player, Friesen. It looks like both are going to be okay though, but Paluzny really got rocked.
Yeah, it's those pucks that are dumped in that are kind of going slow, and if you don't communicate with your defenseman as a goaltender or vice versa, bad things happen, and we saw that collision. That could have been an opportunity for Mankato to tie this game up.
Now Kluge feeds it down low. Patrikas comes right in front. Shot, they score! Jenna Haig on the doorstep wraps it home on a beautiful centering feed from Patrikas, and the Huskies cash in on the power play.
And I was talking to Steve McDonald before the games, and I always told him, I seem like I always bring up Jana Haig's name whenever we do these games. Great play by...
Hockey Men's and women's basketball regular season and playoffs. $100 will be donated to the Huskies Fund on behalf of Wells Fargo. St. Cloud State Athletics would like to thank Wells Fargo for their generous support of Husky athletics and their student athletes. Now Herzog spinning in her own zone. 5:20 to go. Mavericks, though, come up with a steal. Boyd drops it off to Kolstad. Back to the point. Long shot, and there's a block by Kluge. Came out and blocked that drive by Wilgren. Now Kolstad has her pocket pick. Friesen coming in. The Huskies really have a jump in their step now after that third goal. Kluge on the far wall, tied up by Wilgren. And the Mavericks come back, the big line, trying to get Minnesota State back in this one. Kolstad turning, throws it into the slot. Wilgren jumped in from the point position, but it's knocked away from her, sent all the way down. And this is 4-7. And give them a call if you need help. Off the face-off. And in the third period, they've only had 2 so far. So the Huskies really have tightened things down, but Puluzdi was the main reason why they had a chance to get back in this. And now the goaltender being pulled by John Harrington, empty net. Mavericks putting the extra attacker on, but Petrikas picks it up. Fires wide of the empty net, but it was not icing as she gained the red line, so play continues. Here comes Fleming across the line. Knocked down, but she's able to push the puck towards the net. And Puluzdi covers and holds. Looking for a place for your kid's birthday party? There's no better place than Marvin's.
As many whistles as she can and just preserve this 2-goal lead and just focus on playing as well as she has and being solid.
Now Kolstad had it knocked away in the corner. Back to the blue line. Bryant tried to get it deep. Petrikas, though, takes it away, and Friesen knocks it out to center, but then it's taken right back. Long shot. Puluzdi the save. Rebound. Blocked that one away as well as Boyd had an opportunity. Approaching 2 minutes to go. The Mavericks right on the doorstep, and what a save on Kolstad by Puluzdi there. It looked like Kolstad had that one buried, and even the goal light went on momentarily, but Puluzdi has got it in the glove.